They say, like father, like son.
Well, the kid actually did it.
A child mastering a jutsu like that. It's unheard of.
Impossible. But he did it. I gotta do this. The Rasengan! But when did he learn that?
But what happens when the son tries to run from that legacy?
Just because my grandpa and dad were Hokage, that doesn't mean I have to walk the same one.
Only to trip over it in front of the entire world.
Well, it's too bad for you now.
Yes, we'll just see about
Well,
that.
today, we're diving deep into the untold fall of Boruto Uzumaki. A boy born into greatness who traded hard-earned respect for his own selfish desires and paid the ultimate price. You might know him as Naruto's son, the Next Generations prodigy, the boy with it all. But beneath the headbands and flashy jutsu lies a story of pressure, rebellion, and a decision that would turn admiration into disgrace. This documentary won't just show how Boruto fell, but why he thought it was worth the risk.
Naruto Uzumaki has arrived on the scene, you know?
It all started on April 5th, 2017. The very first episode of Boruto, Naruto Next Generations, titled Boruto Uzumaki, was aired in Japan. Just like most anime, it started off pretty good. Boruto's early years weren't defined by war, pain, or hunger. He was born into peace, a time his father himself fought and bled for back during the Fourth Great Ninja War. The village was thriving, technology was booming, and Boruto? He had a family, friends, and comforts his father never had. But something was missing. Despite having everything, Boruto constantly felt like nothing. Because his father wasn't just a dad, he was the Hokage. After getting the 7th Hokage title back in July of 2016, to the world, Naruto was a hero. But to Boruto, he was often just absent.
Yeah, what's new? He just keeps ignoring you and Himawari.
While Naruto ran the village, Boruto sat through cold dinners and broken promises. And that's when admiration began to curdle into resentment.
So uncool.
The story would take a boiling turn for Boruto when his father, Naruto, would forget his 12th birthday.
Guess whatever it was so important that Lord Hokage couldn't help but totally blow off my birthday.
Even hardcore Naruto fans would go on to say, why is Naruto so busy? Naruto not being there for his family never made sense to me. What if Naruto used his shadow clones to spend more time with Boruto? But resentment isn't always loud at first. Sometimes it simmers quietly, until it turns into a decision you can't undo. Still, Boruto was gifted, quick on his feet, sharp with strategy, and capable of jutsu that even elite shinobi respected. But no matter how well he performed, every compliment came with a knife at the end. You're just like your dad. Boruto didn't want to be the next Naruto. He wanted to be Boruto, his own name, his own power. And one day, he found a way to make that happen, fast. Scientific ninja tools, illegal, experimental, and powerful. Tools that could mimic any jutsu, store chakra, and turn an average genin into a monster.
With this ninja tool, you'll be what every shinobi of your generation wants to be.
However, little did Boruto know that this little harmless and helpful tool would go on to hurt him even more than his father ever could. Nevertheless, Boruto kept it quiet. He used them sparingly, and when the Chūnin Exams arrived, he saw the perfect opportunity to finally break free from his father's shadow.
All we have to do is pass this test and we'll finally become Chūnin.
And so came the moment he'd been waiting for. Not to prove who he was, but to erase who they thought he was. As the match progressed, Boruto's wins became suspicious.
Sounds great.
He unleashed advanced techniques without breaking a sweat. People whispered. Teammates raised eyebrows, but Boruto ignored it.
Purple lightning!
The crowd cheered,
It's Boruto Uzumaki!
and for once, people were looking at him, not his lineage. That spotlight, it changed him forever. His smile got sharper, his words colder. This wasn't about proving he was strong anymore. It was about proving he was better than his father ever was. He wasn't just trying to succeed, he was trying to outshine the sun. But no spotlight lasts forever, and the brighter it shines, the harsher the shadows it casts. Cracks started to form. Sarada questioned his performance. Mitsuki gave him strange looks. Even Naruto seemed uneasy. Then came the finals. On June 7th, 2018, episode 61, everything started to unravel. With a single command, Naruto exposed Boruto's secret in front of the entire village. His cheating, his deception, his tool.
Well, explain yourself. Go on.
The crowd went silent. Cheers turned to murmurs. Pride turned to disappointment. Even Shikadai, who was one of Boruto's closest friends, was so disappointed to the point he almost cried.
Why'd you do it? I mean, you didn't when we fought, did you?
And Boruto, he didn't just lose a match. He lost the very thing he was chasing, respect. The fall was fast, but what came after was even faster. In the aftermath, during episodes 62 to 63, which aired mid to late June of 2018, people called him a disgrace, a fraud, an embarrassment to the Hokage name. Of course, Boruto fans had mixed emotions about this. Was Boruto's disqualification from the Chūnin Exams unfair? How far would Boruto have come in the Chūnin Exams if he had been prepared and didn't choose to cheat? Why did Boruto cheat in the Chūnin Exams when he himself could have realistically gotten far all by himself, which would still impress his dad? Is he stupid? But Boruto didn't cry. He didn't beg. Instead, he stood his ground with something even more painful, a bitter truth. He didn't cheat to win. He cheated because he believed no one would ever see his worth otherwise.
We'll talk later.
Yeah, right. Like you'd actually make the time to do that, Dad. If you talked to me before this, then I wouldn't have ended up in this damn mess.
To him, the system was broken. People loved strength, but only if it looked like Naruto's. Boruto didn't want to be a clone. He wanted to be original. And if the world wouldn't give him that chance, he'd take it by force. But rebellion built on shortcuts always crashes hard. Boruto's reputation shattered, quick and hard. The Hokage's son became a cautionary tale. His teammates distanced themselves. The village stopped looking at him with hope and started looking with doubt.
What happened to everyone?
And even worse, that distance between him and Naruto, already miles wide, now felt like a canyon. The Chūnin Exams were supposed to be Boruto's breakthrough. Instead, they became the moment everyone realized he wasn't ready to carry the name he was born with. And yet, the story's not over, because even shattered legacies leave behind shards sharp enough to climb again.
I may have lost to him, but if you put your mind to it, you might be able to surpass him.
The thing is, Boruto Uzumaki wasn't weak. He was smart, skilled, and full of potential. But in his desperation to be seen, he forgot the one thing that made his father truly strong: patience.
This is it!
He tried to skip the climb and fly to the top, but now he's left picking up pieces at the bottom. What happens next is a mystery. Will Boruto rise again, this time the hard and truly respected way? Or will the boy who tried to escape a legacy become its biggest failure? Only time will tell. By the way, subscribe for weekly anime documentaries and let me know which character you'd like to see us dive into next.